to my garden. I'm Camila from Ventura Wild, and today I'm in my garden in Ventura, California. Happy spring! I want to show you some worms today because it's springtime and the worms are out. Here's some food I'm about to feed to the worms, and as it dries out they can eat it. Greens are really healthy for me and for the worms. I don't like to waste food, but at least I can give it to my worms instead of putting it in the landfill. So this box has 2 layers. It insulates it so that when it's hot outside, it keeps it cool. Inside are where the worms live. These worms are kind of red, and the worms will travel up to the top, nibble at leaves, and then they will wiggle around and poop out the nutrients. Worms are great for the soil, especially when you're planting new seeds in the springtime. They aerate the soil by just wiggling through, and they make little air pockets for water to come through. Eventually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna collect their poop, put it in my garden, and all my vegetables and my plants will grow a lot stronger with it. It's for your plants. I like to try to collect as much water that falls from the sky so you get a nice dark chocolate color. And I'm pouring water in there because then I can dilute the mixture so it's not so strong. Waters it down so that I can spread it across more areas. This worm tea has taken about 6 months to make this much. Always keep your eye on the stream. Compost tea is a way that you can spread a lot of biology through the soil, and that way you introduce more diversity so your plants can fight disease if there's any pests or infection that hit your crops. I know that they'll really appreciate some compost tea, some worm tea. And there's a couple strawberries hiding under there too growing. It's really nice to mix plants so that they can grow together. Just like humans, we can't really grow alone, we need each other. Have you ever held a worm? Follow me to my side yard. This is my pomegranate tree. It's small. Every year it'll grow taller, just like you. I'm gonna give him some water. Photosynthesis is a really big word. Try saying it. Photosynthesis. If you break it down into 2 words, photo means light, and we get light from the sun. The plants eat the light, and they transform it into sugars, and they synthesize it. They turn it into food for their roots to grow. And then eventually their roots also release little sugars and molecules into the soil so that bugs and worms and other critters that live underneath our feet can eat too. If you love your garden, it will love you back. Here's our thermometer. It tells the temperature of your soil, and based on the temperature of your soil, you can tell how healthy your soil is and what it might need. Right now our soil is about 78 degrees, which is pretty cool. Worms are so good. Every time I see some worms in the dirt, it's like seeing dolphins at the ocean. There are many types of worms. There are earthworms, there are red worms. They get there because they can reproduce really quickly. So once they're in a good environment, they can make a lot of babies. And those babies make more babies once they get to become adults. They don't like the light, so you can see that they'll wrangle around like bucking broncos. They prefer dark areas. And they even have this kind of speed bump in the middle of their body that separates their upper body from their lower body. They have a head and a tail. So it's really great that worms can move forwards and backwards. They can make all these tunnels that aerate the soil and keep our soils healthy on our planet. And when we have healthy soils, we can have healthy food to eat. So what's really great about worms is that as they're creating these tunnels, they can do it, they can push through all this soil without any hands or any feet. That's pretty incredible if you think about it. Happy spring, everybody! Thanks for visiting my garden and checking out my worm farm.